Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Where are you? There you are. It's BK on the Xbox. No, I'm not. I'm on the PC. Let's start that again, shall we? BK on the PC. Old habits die hard. Beer and Kebab, the racing guru. Welcome to the channel, ladies and gents. I hope you're all extremely well this very warm and muggy Friday night, ladies. No, I can't get the day right. Jesus Christ. Thursday evening. Oh man, you can tell I'm a little bit preoccupied, can't you? Hope you're all doing well. Welcome in. I've got some racing coming at you tonight, courtesy of the Tier 1 Superstars here in TIR. I think we're still waiting for a couple of drivers, actually. I think the Barbie's on his way. I don't know where Stenner is. Probably buried in the wall somewhere. I don't know. But I hope you're doing well. It's good to see you. We're at the Hungary ring for it should be a really, really good race. Short qualifying, 50% race distance at this particular circuit, the Hungarian Grand Prix. And yeah, it should be interesting to see what goes on. I'm actually looking for... that's what I'm looking for. I need my vape juice. You know what I'm saying? I've got to top up here. But I hope you're all doing well. Where's my thing with you guys? Oh, there it is. And yeah, we're about to get underway in a couple of seconds, just while I get my vape juice all sorted out, so I can, if I can get this damn thing to work. Jesus Christ, what's up with this? Well, how are you all doing? I hope you're doing well. So a quick chat. Good evening, Jakey G. Welcome to you, mate. Welcome, Pumpy, as always, first in the chat. Good to see you, Pumpy. I hope you're doing. Hope you're doing well, mate. There you go. I'm getting the juice in now. It's like doing like drugs, like, you know what I mean? It really is. Right, that'll do. No more. Otherwise, I'll OD. Good evening, Watto. Good evening, Jason. A base, Dizzy. Welcome in, guys. Welcome into this stream. K77 Matt has left the session already. Yeah, he's that crap. He can't even stay in the session. I'm just kidding, Matt. He'll be back in a minute. Let's go trackside and take a look at tonight's runners and riders. Alrighty. Yeah, the Barbie's going to be jumping in during Q, I believe. Don't know where Stenner is. Should be here. Have to sack him. Tonight's runners and riders, as it stands at the moment. Jason is back. Cookie Chip, AJ, Sufyan, Bingley. Dizzy, that's G Massey, or Massey G, a base. AJ Ajani making his return. Good to see him racing tonight. Wavy Knife, Sinful Chris, ART Harrison, Championship leader. Then we've got H Massey, that's TIR Dizzy. No, that's Murder Mass, get it right. Fireblaze making his debut tonight, and K77 Matt when he gets back into the session. Alright, let's get Bill Lemmetry up. I've got to do a few bits and pieces here. Don't forget, of course, if you're watching this stream, don't forget to stick it on 1440p, ladies and gentlemen. None of this Mickey Mouse 720p or 1080p. Stick it in 1440, the way it's supposed to be. Jason is our first car on track, actually. Go come round sector 2. Crew. Mushroom Man, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Shrews, Nigel, good evening. Welcome in, dude. K77 Matt says, I've got no setup. Well, it's the way you drive, mate. It makes no difference anyway, does it? I'm just kidding. Bakey Gaming comes in with the Tier 1 subscribe for 2 months in the Kebab House crew. Welcome back, dude. Good to see you, my man. I hope life's treating you well. Thank you so much for the resub, dude. Greatly appreciated. Well, let's get up close and personal for Jason's first run. Just making his way out of turn 14 now. Hopefully the audio's all good. If you can give us a thumbs up in the chat, that'll be good. But Jason's about to get underway. Let's have a little bit of warp speed. In towards turn 1, rolls the car through in 3rd gear, up to 4th to get the traction. Jason, of course, does run, no assists. In towards turn 2, tricky corner, you've got to try and find your braking point. You've got to roll the car around, it seems to carry on forever. So you'll be patient. Through turn 3, then up towards the kink of turn 4. I've seen a few accidents here in my time. We'll just roll it through, just runs that sausage curb in towards turn 5, the curb of doom. Got a bit of traffic there, just staying out of his way. Up towards the 6 and 7 chicane. Again, those fat sausage curbs, very easy to lose the back end there, but nicely done. In through turn 8, and then roll it through turn 9, staying in 4th gear, around about 110 miles an hour. In towards turn 10, full beans all the way through here, no lifting off. And then just a slight lift off as he comes into turn 11. It's down the hill towards the hairpin at turn 12. He can go very late on the brakes here, which he does, using all of the track. Nicely done there. In towards the horseshoe at turn 12 and turn 13. Rolls it through quite nicely. Then it's all about getting the entrance and the exit like for turn 14. Tuck it in tight to the pit wall and then absolutely launch it as he comes through. Jason on the mediums, first run, 1:16.456. There you go, ladies and gents. That's your first banker lap. A base is about to come through. Wavy Knife has been disqualified for parking in a dangerous location. Wow, has he beached it? Dizzy though goes fastest from the 15.857. Here comes a base on the soft compound tyres. This looks a pretty tidy lap as well. 16.090 on his first run. Cookie Chip is invalidated. Ajani is currently just coming out of turn 11 down towards turn 12. In 2 seconds, I'm going to get Discord up on here actually. It's a bit easier. Just coming through the horseshoe now. And let's see what sort of time he can set. It's a 1:15.578, but Harrison pips him with a 1:15.350, fastest lap we've seen so far. Murder Mask goes through the 1:15.748, so we've already seen the timing screens lighting up. Let's jump on board with Fireblaze making his debut. Let's see how he gets on. I'm just trying to close off a couple of little bits in the chat there. Looking good so far. 54.118 for his Sector 2 split. That's on par with something around a high 15, I think, by the looks of it, as he comes into the horseshoe now. Harrison fastest so far, 15.350. Haven't seen Bingley yet. I think he is on a push lap. In fact, I think Bingley could be not far behind, actually. But here comes Fireblaze. This looks tidy. It's a 1:15.868. Good first lap there. Bingley out there on turn 5, the curb of doom. Jakey G, good evening, how you doing? Are you back in the session, Matt? Just checking the stream chat. Bingley, 54.034 Sector 2. So that is about 2/10 quicker than Fireblaze was. But is he going to get close to Harrison? He's backed out. Or has he? No, he's still pushing, I think. Staying in third gear. No, he's coming in. He's decided to bail out of that lap. Matt, are you in the session, dude? Let me check Discord real quick. Cookie Chip goes P2, the 1:15.548. A very, very impressive lap there from Cookie Chip. Fireblaze comes into the pits. He's on his warm-down lap. Sufyan has just started a push lap. Let's see how he gets on. Let's get Discord back up again. Okay. Oh, got ya. Okay. Crazy Kieran, welcome in, dude. Good to see you. In through turn 2 goes Sufyan. That's a nice line there. Really hugging that curb. And slingshot through turn 3. Back on the power all the way up the hill. Let's see how he gets on. Through turn 4. Throws the car in. Ooh, that's just to correct the steering a little bit, but nicely done. Through turn 5, getting very close to that curve of doom, but that's the optimal line. In towards 6 and 7. Heavy on the brakes, using the first Hotch's curve, but not using the second one. That's good driving. Into turn 8. Roll the car through 4th gear. Around about 115 miles an hour. In through turn 9, all looking tidy so far from Suf. Into turn 10, we'll keep an eye as he exits turn 11 on that Sector 2 split. 54.0, 53.8 from Sufyan. This, ladies and gents, is a very, very good lap. Oh, commentator's curse, he's had to back out. Oh man, that was going to be a quick lap as well. That really was going to be a quick lap. But the problem is, he got it slightly wrong at turn 12, and that's it. Like, Dizzy is out and about the track at the moment. Jason came through turn 4. I think it's going to be Dizzy on the first push lap. Yeah, just coming out of turn 11 down towards the horseshoe. Okay. All right, yes, that's been noted, Chris. No worries, man. I did curse it, mate. I did curse it. Well, here comes Diz then on his second push lap, currently in P5 with a 15.857. We'll keep an eye on his split time to see if he is on an improvement. Thinks his brother just coming out there. Obviously, these two are going to be working together. Try and get. Dizzy's going to give his brother a tow on the next lap, by the looks of it. In towards turn 2. Can we have a quick audio check, guys? Am I good? Am I good? Just a thumbs up in the chat, thumbs down. Should be alright. In towards turn 5. He's purple, sector 1. Thank you, Chris. Always good to hear. In towards 6 and 7. Thank you, Nigel. Looks like Dizzy's on a pretty good lap here. We're going again. Keep an eye on the sector 2 split. Aggressive use of the curbs there, using all of the available track. Into turn 11. Let's have a quick little look at this sector 2 split. 54.107. So he's about a tenth up, so he could actually just jump ahead of his brother here as he comes in towards the horseshoe. Turns 13. Roll the car through second gear. Quick shift up to third. Get traction. He's got some traffic in his way. Oh, well, that was a McLaren. I think there was he impeded. Certainly might have put him off a little bit. Dizzy though does improve. Goes P4. That's a great lap. 15.622. I think that was actually Fire Blaze who got in his way there a little bit. We'll go with Ajani. 2 tenths up. Sector 1 split. A base P3, the 115.550, just 2 1,000ths of a second down on Cookie Chip. That's a great lap. Ajani has lost a little bit of time in Sector 2, but he is still on a push lap. He could well be looking to get this onto the front row. Jason on the 115.513 is on the front row, ladies and gents, switching over from the mediums to the soft compound tyres. But here comes Ajani coming through now. Oh, he's dropped it. He's dropped the back end. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's going to have to bail out of that lap. Okay, quick look at Fireblaze. 53.973. That's quite an improvement. 1.5 tenths up sector 2. In fact, he's purple sector 2. That's a tidy start. Can he just put together the final part of this lap? Bit of oversteer. That might just lost him a smidge of time as he comes out of turn 14. Back on the power. This still looks a pretty good lap, and he has improved. He goes, it's P7, the 15.736. Here comes Deer. Oh, Murder Mass with a 115.287. Takes provisional pole. That was an absolute stonker. What about Suf? What can Suf do? Oh, Nige, by the way, I sent you a friend request, mate, on Facebook, my regular account, because I'm not using the Beer and Kebab one anymore. 53.682, sector 2 split for Sufyan. That's quick. Of course, he was quick in his first run, but invalidated, unfortunately. But it's looking better. Commentator's curse. Rolls it through turn 14. This is looking quick from Sufyan. This could be on the front row here. This is going to be close. Oh, it's the fastest, ladies and gents. It's a 15.287. He is absolutely on it. Bingley is invalidated. He's put himself under a bit of pressure. He bailed out of his first lap. He's going to have to go again now. So he's put himself under a little bit of pressure, but Bingley he just loves pressure. He thrives in it. With AJ. Oh, he's got out of shape and he had to... Oh, he's just kept it out of the wall. Just kept that one out of the wall, but he's going to have to go again. All right. Yeah, Matt, you're going to be extremely quick in a straight line, mate, but as soon as you go into a corner, forget it. Or you're just going to send it to turn 1 and wipe out the entire field. Okay, 27.790 for Bingley, a sector 1 split. That's down on Sufyan, I think. Oh, he's almost dropped it. He's got to bail out again. This is not tidy. This is not tidy. Bingley's suffering. I think I wonder if he will pit. He needs to put a banker lap in, but the question is, will he have time to set a banker, do an in lap, and then get back out again before the checker flag comes down? He's miles down the split. I think he'll come in, actually. He does need a new set of tyres. I don't know if he's going to have time otherwise. He's really struggling. Really struggling. Yeah, no worries, Nige. Yeah, cheers for that. It is a real account, dude. Yeah, I'm just winding down the Beer and Kebab Facebook account. I just don't use it, Nige. So might as well have it installed on the personal, and you can all then see the wonderful life I lead. Okay, Binger's in the pits. That'll be another run. Sinful Chris. It's just purple sector 1, actually. I presume that's legit. So Chris is on a real push lap at the moment. Just rolls it through turn 8 and 9. Oh, he's got major cramp in his left. Is he? Oh, that's because he's got a Charlie. Oh, Sinful Chris is about to bail out. Has he got a Charlie horse? Because he's doing that too much over his George Russell posters on his bedroom wall. Is that what it is? He's giving himself a Charlie horse Matt. Alright, load of mass. Sorry, Dizzy. I'll get it right these days. I've got to get these boys to get their old gamer tags back. Because I get so confused. I don't know which one's which half the time. It's Dizzy. We're slightly down at Sector 1 split. Currently sat in P8. Let's have a little look. See if he's found some time in Sector 2. That was smooth. We turned 11. Had a lot of time. Yeah, he's found 2/10. So he's on an improvement now. It's so tight though. Between P4 and P8 is a 1/10 of a second. I know, Matt. It's just... I just see Massey. And then, of course, I think it could be like Massey F1, and I get really confused. But here comes Diz. And it is an improvement. Goes P4, the 15.480. So the timing screws are really setting alight. Louis is currently on an outlap at the moment, making his way out through turn 3. We'll just bang it onto the broadcast cam just for a second as he's on that lap. Instagram. Why has that come up on my screen? Piss off! I don't want to know about my mail. Don't know why that's come up. That should not have come up. It's only Halfords though. It's not any midget porn, ladies and gents. You're quite safe. Alright, a quick slurp of water actually. Now, for those of you interested, I'm going to be doing a lot of streaming over the next couple of weeks because I'm going to be standing in for Serto. I'm doing this. It's back to my home. I'm going to be back to doing the big twos and assist twos Saturday night, ladies and gents, at Kota. I'm going to be back doing the big twos and then the assist twos for the next 2 or 3 weeks. Looking forward to it. Should be a lot of fun actually. Shrew says, I saw Wybernator racing last night, dear. Oh, never mind. Did he actually last very long, did he? I'm just kidding. It's a name I've not heard from a long time, actually. Let's have a look at Lou's Sector 2 split, just making his way out towards turn 3. All looking tidy so far. He needs to be around about a 27. And yeah, that's tidy. 27.085. That is pretty quick. He's about a 1/10 and a half up in his previous lap. Let's see how he gets on. How he carries on in his lap. Coming through turn 6 and turn 7. Looking pretty tidy so far. Out through turn 8 and 9. God, it's a bit juddery on my screen. I don't know whether that's just the game. I don't know. Making his way now down the hill towards the horseshoe. And again, he's still up. 53.767 for a base. And he's on target. He could be challenging the front row here, ladies and gentlemen. He's putting together a really tidy lap as he makes his way out for the horseshoe. And then in towards turn 14, the final corner. This is all about the exit here. Can he carry that speed through? That looked tidy from Lou. And it is a 1:15.212, ladies and gents. That puts him up onto the front row. It's all starting to happen here a little bit now in this qualifying session. Murder Masters on the push lap. He was up as well. I'm just looking for some other cars. Bigley is invalidated. Oh, man, he is struggling. He is really, really struggling. He is really struggling. Let's go back on. Where's Harrison at the moment? Harrison's just started a push lap. So we're on board with Murder Master. He is 2/10 up. This is possibly the first lap into the 14s here, ladies and gentlemen. He is on a really, really strong lap here. Let's see how he finishes this off. Coming through turn 14 now. Has he put this car in pole position? This is going to be very, very close. I think he's done it, you know. Oh, yeah, 1:15.046 takes provisional pole. But there's plenty of other cars out on laps at the moment. Got AJ. No, it's not AJ. Sinful Chris, I think, about to come through. And Sinful Chris goes through P6 of the 1:15.423. Now, eyes now are on the likes of Harrison. And let's see what Harrison can do. We'll keep an eye on that Sector 2 split. Around about 53, I'd say about a 53.6 to challenge pole. And yes, he's there. It's a 53.641 to Harrison. Now he needs to find about another 10th or so in the final sector. Let's see how he gets on. Drac, yeah, that's okay, man. Come and jump in. You have to be quick, though, dude. Harrison then comes through. This is all about, can he put this car on the front row or even higher? 115.046 is the target. Oh, he's just outside. It's a 115.070. Jason with a 15.082. Man, it's all happening here. Cookie Chip is invalidated. He is not improving. Here comes a Johnny. He was a 10th up in his particular Sector 2 split. And it's a 115.380. He goes, stays P7. Sinful Chris is not on a lap. Bingley has not managed to put a lap together, so he will be starting way down the grid. Unusual for him, and I think that is it, ladies and gentlemen. I think that is it. Murder Mass has taken pole position with a 115.046, but how tight is that? Just less than 4/100ths of a second covering the top 3 cars. In fact, the whole grid is really, really close. That is like mega close. Mega close, guys. Unbelievable stuff. And great stuff too. Man, that's impressive. That's impressive stuff. I need to take a quick pick actually of the final results. Give me 2 secs here. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. Yeah, it's just so I can get the grid. Wow. Wow, that was a mega qualifying session, guys. GG's. I gotta go sim her back up on my phone. Okay. I'll give you a quick rundown. In fact, I want to take another picky because I wasn't happy with the first one. I didn't look good enough. Okay, so Murder Mass then takes pole, the 15.046. He's joined by Harrison on the front row, but look how tight it is. Jason and AJ. AJ came through at the end, though, the 15.154. That's a great lap on row 2. Sufyan and the base on row 3. Ajani and Sinful Chris on row 4. Dizzy and Cookie row 5. Fireblaze row 6. Look how tight it is, guys. That's insanely tight. And then Bingley also on row 6. DeBarbie and K77 Matt on row 7. And Wavy Knife on his own there on row number 8. So... there we go, ladies and gents. That was your qualifying. And as I say, that is like mighty close. Pick the bones out of that. But Murder Mouse takes pole. That's a great lap. A 15.046. That is your pole time, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to head back to the command centre. Yeah, some really, really good laps. Yeah, I think you might be out of time there, Drac, unfortunately. I'll tell you what we'll do, though. We'll put some league tables for you guys watching at home to give you the latest standings, courtesy of Sleepy. Okay, going into this race, Harrison maintains his championship lead on 124 points from Bingley on 102, but Bingers has got it all to do tonight. He's starting off further down the grid than we'd normally expect to. But Harrison then has got a chance of extending his lead tonight. And then we've got the two Massey brothers, Brothers of Destruction. We've got Dizzy there on 97 and Murder Massey's on pole tonight on 91. K77 Matt on 86 with Cookie Chip on 80. And Sufyan 62. AJ also on 62, as well as Sinful Chris and on 62. And then Binary's not racing tonight on 46. That makes up your top 10 in the standings. Over in the Constructors, Ferrari leading the way on 188 points. From Haas on 166, Alfa Romeo 154. Then we've got Williams on 151, just close behind them. A bit of a gap back then to Mercedes on 118. McLaren down on 90, AlphaTauri 83. Red Bull, the washed Red Bull team on 76. Alpine just behind them on 74. Then Aston Martin making up the rear at the moment. They are way down on 46 points. But a lot can change. A lot can change. We're about halfway through the season, so... a lot can change. Jack, how you doing, man? Good to see you, my man. Good to see you, my guy. Hope you're having a fine Thursday, dude. Yeah, Matt, I mean, Christ, man, you need to be on the oxygen, mate, there. 86 points, dude. What is going on there, Matt? You've been using those grip hacks again. I reckon you have, dude. I reckon you have. Alright, I've gone back to the main screen early for the simple fact is I don't believe there's formation lap on, so the race will get underway very, very quickly. Good stuff, Jax, we'd like to hear. And is it a kebab, by the way? Are you on the kebabs tonight? What's the food of choice in the Jack household? No, Nige. No, because we just they've all it just takes up time, mate, and it's not worth the faff. Although it's Dizzy's call, actually. He's Div 1 admin, not me. Chicken bacon chips. All right. With a bit of ketchup, maybe? A bit of brown sauce with that, maybe? Possibly? I've not even had my dinner. I don't know what I'm going to have for tea yet. Probably that well-known meal called fuck all. You got a beer in hand. Ah, now you're talking. Now you're talking my language, dude. Let's get Simp up and ready. So that's going to be ready for when the race goes live. No, it's a good thought, Nige, but I just think it's just too much faff, mate, because I'd have to communicate with Dizzy. He's in party as well to sort of say, is it worth doing this, blah, blah, blah. And, yeah, it's just, if I had I don't know, if Gandhi was here, because he's a admin as well, he might well have made a call on that, but I'm not going to. Jakey G says Bingley has got a lot of work to do in this race. Yeah, he has. I think Matt was saying he's actually suffering from a bit of a foot injury at the moment. He's got some cramp. So, yeah, that's unfortunate for Bingus. Hopefully he can put it right. Well, of course, some of the field will be hoping he can't put it right because they will want to gain ground on Bingus. And, of course, Harrison is the championship leader. He'll be hoping this is a great opportunity for him to keep Bingley behind him and actually increasing the gap at the top of the championship. He's around about 20 points ahead at the moment. So, we'll have to see. Jason says, I'm feeling good. Let's go. Okay, so Matt, I guess you're referring to Bingus. Yeah, he's getting old. Never be as old as Shaggy, though. Shaggy's so old his underpants are haunted. You know what I'm saying? Alright. I think we're going to be just about ready to rock and roll, ladies and gents. I can't even remember how many laps we've got around the circuit. Just going to have a... Absolutely right, Matt. Shaggy was around before the Big Bang. It's true. It's absolutely true. He was. Okay. Yeah, Dizzy's just confirmed in the Discord, actually, there is no formation lap, so we will be going straight in. Hence why I've got Bill Elementary up nice and early, because it will be needed. Be interesting to see what the strat calls are tonight as well. The one stopper does work, but here we go, ladies and gents. 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights. The 5 lights are lit. The lights go out, and it is showtime!
Watch for the lights, and it's go!
Here we go, top 4 all on the medium compound tyres. Someone's looking to send it to turn 1. It looks like it's the second Ferrari. But has Harrison got the jump? Harrison has got the jump and takes the lead. That is huge, huge, huge. Dizzy, Murder Mass is trying to come back at him, but Harrison is your race leader. But here comes Murder Mass, going to try and go around the inside. Harrison gives a little bit of room, and Murder Mass is back through. He is back through. Sufyan P3, Jason P4, AJ drops position, P5, Jason to P3. Wow! But Sufyan, they're going side by side through turn 4. So far, so good, ladies and gents. Jason has got slightly out of shape there, and AJ goes through in the Alpine. AJ up to P4. What a great start, ladies and gents, as they're coming towards the chicane, turn 6, turn 7 for the first time. Sinful Chris. Oh, it's all happening here. Jason and AJ going side by side. Jason's got the position back, I think, as they come through turn 8. Fireblazer's just got past Cookie Chip. We've got Bingley and a base. Oh, a base has had a moment. I think he's had a wobble. He's had a wobble. Yeah, he's lost positions. That's unfortunate. Bingley is through there. I think the base has just got slightly out of shape. And a few cars said, thank you very much, as Kenzie Retro would say. We'll have a little bit of those positions. Bingley and... Oh, look at this. About a 5-way dance coming into the horseshoe. This is crazy. Look at this gaggle of cars. Good Lord, ladies and gentlemen. It's all happening. And that's Fireblaze coming into the pits. It looks like he's the car that got damage. Bingley's in the pits as well. Base is in the pits and to Barbie. There's been a right schmoz there at the back. But up front, Murder Mass... had that scrap with Harrison at turn, well, the exit here of turn 2 on the first lap and got the position back. He is your race leader, but Sufjan on the hards, keeping pace of these guys, just 6/10 down. No DRS, of course, until lap number 3. Jason there in P4, AJ 5, Sinful Chris in 6, Ajani in P7. Then we've got Dizzy in P8, Egg in P9, Wavy Knife. He's got Cookie Chip and Matt right behind him. In fact, Cookie Chip's looking to really shape up for a move here as they come out of turn 4 in towards the curb of doom at turn 5. Let's just watch Cookie Chip here. Is he going to make a move into the chicane? No, just sits back there, just drafting him through. K77 Matt, though, of course, he has got a default setup, but I know he's changed some settings, well, the settings that he can change. I think it's transmission and tyre pressures to try and negate the fact that he is stuck on a default setup. Out of the pits, though, come Fireblaze going to the hard compound tyres. There is Cookie Chip going at the inside turn 11. That's a good move. It's a brave move. Wavy Knife's trying to fight it, but I think Cookie Chip has sealed the deal. Of course, no DRS until the next lap, as the leaders already start. Lap number 3, DRS now will be enabled for... It'll be the next lap as such. There's only one DRS zone, of course, on this circuit. Bingley is all over the back of Fireblaze. He's almost pushing him through the corner. Here comes Bingley. Is a man on a mission to try and recover his race. Fireblaze takes the inside line to the horseshoe. Covers off Bingley, but Bingley is going to be all over the back of him. Let's just jump on board for a little bit of up close and personal action as they exit turn 14. And Bingley is going to use a bit of battery here, I think, to try and get the job done. And he does indeed. No DRS, of course, as yet. He's got the job done. He moves himself up to P12, but he is a pit stop behind. He's got an awful lot of work to do, ladies and gentlemen. A base is back in the pits again. What has happened to a base? What's going on there? Is it a new front wing? Or is he just switching his tyres around so he can go to the end? Let's just have a little look. What's that? No, it's a new front wing, ladies and gents, on a base's car. The Barbie all over the back of Fireblaze coming through turn 4. Just keeping an eye on the gap up front's half a second. In fact, the top 5 all in DRS. We've got yellows in sector 2. That's a Haas that's off, I think. It's Matt. It's K77 Matt. He's had a moment. Let's jump on board the leaders because Harrison's getting very, very close. We've got top 4 all within a few car lengths of each other, ladies and gents. There we are as they make their way down towards turn 2. Lap 4. DRS, of course, is now fully enabled. And they're starting to now drop AJ a little bit. AJ is on the medium tyres, so he's on the similar strap, but he's just dropping off the back here. And he's now got Sinful Chris, Ajani, and he's got Dizzy for company there. So we've got 2 little DRS chains. But Bingley is on it. He's sorted out his little Charlie horse, and he's back on the pace again now. The Barbie gets past Fireblaze there, going in towards turn 1. Just make sure I can catch the end of that battle. The Barbie there seals the deal, and he is up to P13, and there is Fireblaze there having just lost that position. But look at this now. Sinful Chris has had a bit of a moment. He's made a slight mistake somewhere, and Ajani is right up the old sphincter. Sinful Chris has just dropped about a second off, having a look there at the back of Sinful Chris, but then tucking the car back in as they come into turn 12, in towards the horseshoe at turn 13. But this is a really good scrap here. Just looking at the leaders to see what happens there. Harrison, is he shaping up for a move on Murder Mass? The DRS is OP here. Murder Mass goes defensive, but Harrison's going to go up the inside. It's coming towards turn 1. Has he made this stick for the lead? Is Murder going to try and go for a switchback move? I think Harrison's got the traction out the corner and gets the job done. We've got a new race leader, ladies and gents. Ajani, meanwhile, has got past Sinful Chris, but look at this. They've got Dizzy. They've got all kinds of drivers queuing up. Wow, it's all happening. And Sinful Chris is now under extreme pressure from Dizzy. They're side by side coming up the hill towards turn 4. Who is going to give ground? I think he's just holding off there to Sinful Chris as Bingley sets another fastest lap. He is a man on a mission. He's a long way back. He's got a lot of work to do if he's going to get anything out of this race, ladies and gentlemen. He needs those points as well. Okay, let's flick back up towards the leaders then. So now Harrison has finally got the lead off Murder. Can he now start to really extend out up front? What's his true race pace like now he's in some clear air? At the moment, Murder is sticking right with him, but they are now starting to drop Sufjan a little bit. Suff down 1.5 seconds. Roland, how you doing, brother? How you doing, my friend? Great to see you, mate. I hope you're doing well. Hope life's treating you really well. Great to see you, buddy. Man, that's a name I've not seen for a while. Mr. PRS Roro himself. Here comes Jason. Looks like it could be a straightforward move there. Sufjan, I don't think, is really fighting when his tyres at the moment and not really switching on at the moment. So Jason goes back up into the final podium slot. We've got Sinful Chris and Dizzy scrapping still. Of course, these two had a good little scrap on the previous lap. But it looks like Dizzy has sealed the deal. Wavy Knife is in the pits onto the hard compound tyres. I don't know whether that's just an early pit stop or whether he's got some damage there. But he's on the hard compound tyres. A base though is well, he's a lap. I think he's a lap down already. He's had a bit of a disaster so far. Shame because his Q pace was really, really good. But let's go back up onto the leaders. Just have a quick look at the chat. Yeah, I'm good, thanks, Roland. I'm good, thanks, mate. It's good to see you, buddy. It's good to see you. We missed you, man. I've missed you. Okay. Lap number 7, 20% race distance. Harrison is your race leader. I'll be interested to see when the medium runners come in. I wonder if anyone's going to try and extend out and go onto the soft, like one stop, a medium soft. It's possible. It is possible. Bingley, they're getting a move done on K77 Matt. He is up to P10. It's still 22 seconds off to the rest of the pack. He's got an awful lot of work to do. He needs a safety car. I mean, he's one of the few drivers though who could do it. He could get that, get that time back. But my goodness me, he's going to have to really push. He's going to have to really, really push. We've got a nice little battle, though, brewing up here for the final podium slot. Jason, Sufjan and AJ and Ajani are four-way dancers. They make their way through the turn 6, turn 7 chicane. There they go. The leaders are just starting to drop Jason a little bit. 1.7 seconds off the back. DeBarbie has just got past K77 Matt. That's coming into turn 2, but I think Matt's trying to fight back on him. Let's have a quick little look at that one. No, I think DeBarbie's tyres are just better at the moment. Don't forget, of course, ladies and gents, top right-hand side of the screen, you've got telemetry for all your racing stats. Hopefully most of these guys have got the telemetry on. I think certainly most of the drivers I've seen so far have. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes. JD Apex, how you doing, mate? Good to see you, mate. I hope you're having a fine Thursday. Are you going to finally buy this game, dude? You're going to come and race. Be nice to see you. Fireblaze has also got past Matt as well. Fireblaze up to P12 on the hard tyres. They did pit again. One of the guys that had to pit early. About 4 or 5 cars pitted at the end of lap 1. I think there was a bit of an issue. There was a bit of damage there at turn 6, turn 7 for a couple of drivers. And quite a few cars had to come in. As I say, about 4 or 5 cars. But Murder, I tell you what, he's holding pace with Harrison. Harrison is not running away at all. Because I was wondering whether when Harrison got that clean air, whether he would just push on. But no, not at all. As Matty, that's Dizzy. And AJ's gone! AJ's gone! Oh, it's the curb of doom, ladies and gents. We've got a safety car. AJ has gone. There's his car parked up. I think he's lost at the curb of doom at turn 5. And we have got our first safety car of the night, ladies and gents. Now, will this turn the strategies on the head? Will all the medium runners now come in to put those hards on? The hards will go to the end. They're a good set of racing tyres. They have some longevity. There's a cheap pit stop for Bingley as well. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Absolutely, you nailed it. So let's see if these cars all come in now. Of course, for the Alfa Romeos, it's a double stack situation. Harrison, the lead car, so Jason will have to wait for a few seconds. And that could lose Jason 3 or 4 positions. Top 4 will come in. Ajani is staying out. He is going for track position. Interesting course. We have a double stack for a couple of teams there. The Ferrari and the Alfa Romeo double stacking. Cookie Chip is staying out on track, but of course the cars are being held to their delta times. So let's just come off the safety car screen. Okay. So Jason, yeah, he has lost at least 1 position. That could have been a lot worse, to be fair. That could have been a lot worse. But that's helped Bingley, though. That's given... Basically, Bingley's got a free pit stop. He's going to come in now, switch onto the hard compound tyres, I'd imagine. And then he'll be right at the back of the... Well, I'd say right at the back. He'll be in the pack for the restart. So this really has thrown it up. I'm just a little bit surprised that Cookie Chip and Ajani didn't come into the pits. Even though they've been forced to double stack. It might have been the call, but obviously they decided not. That's all right, JD. We've got slots in the other divisions, of course. Bingley smiling ear to ear, says Jack. Yeah, absolutely, mate. Absolutely. He will be. That's basically covered off the pit stop he had to do early doors when they had the damage at on lap 1. So, yes. But we're only at 25% race distance. But yeah, the hard tyres, they will go to the end. But Sinful Chris has gone to the mediums. Sufyan's gone to the mediums as well. So I'd imagine they'll have to do another stop. They'll be going, I'd imagine, 2 stopping medium softs. The hard runners, they'll be happy. They can stay. They can go to the end of the race. But I think looking at the different strats here, the fact we've got some medium runners on new tyres, we could see some very, very fast cars at the end of the race looking to do some serious overtaking. Look out for the likes of Sinful Chris towards the end of the race. Fireblaze as well. And Sufyan, they're going to be rapid if they are 2 stopping and going onto the soft tyres for say for the last 7 or 8 laps. Man, they are going to be quick and they're going to be, rocketing up through the pack towards the end of the race. But for the time being, of course, they will lose 23 seconds when they do have to pit, which I'm presuming they will do. I can't see any other way. I can't see the mediums going to the end. 25 laps, 24 laps. It's possible, but it's pushing it. I think it will be a 2-stopper. All right, ladies and gents, right, quit you all. Oh, tired. I'm still not sleeping right. Still not sleeping right at the moment, I'm afraid. The last car on track is a base. Of course, that's suited a base as well, because I think he's been able to, has he been able to unlap himself as well, so he can rejoin at the back of the pack. Come on, JD, just buy the game, dude. It's actually not that bad. It's not as bad as some of them. Some of the F1 games we've seen. Let's look at the penalty situation. There's been a few penalties dished out so far. A 5-second penalty for race leader Ajani. Sufyan's also got a 5-second penalty. Got a 3-second penalty for them for Dizzy, and also for Wavy Knife as well. Safety car is coming in. Okay, that's... Yeah, a base is at the back of the pack. So here we go then, ladies and gents. Late call there for the safety car to come in. It's to see if Ajani and Cookie can light those medium tyres up quickly. Watch out for Sufyan. He is going to be quick on the restart. But here we go. Ajani just waiting, and he has bolted. And we are back racing, ladies and gents. Already moving to the weaving from side to side, trying to break any toe that Cookie Chip might have on him. But keep an eye out on Sufyan in P4. He is going to be quick on those medium tyres, as will be Sinful Chris. Oh, hello, we've got some movement. We've got some movement at the back. Has someone gone wide? Oh, Wavy Knife's dropped it. At the back, K77 Matt goes through. A base goes through as well. So, Wavy Knife there. We managed to hold it, but lost the back end, and he has lost quite a few positions. But we're back. Here comes Sinful Chris. All over the back, as you can see. All over the back of Dizzy as they come out of turn 4, in through turn 5. Dizzy take a defensive line. Sinful Chris almost pushed him through the corner. Just needs to be patient. He is on the quicker tyre, but he needs to just pick his spot as they feed through. And Harrison is also all over the back of Cookie Chip as they filter through turn 9. Oh, I thought there was a bit of contact possibly there. Harrison almost pushing Cookie Chip through. And there's Murder Mass. Cookie Chip going wide. Is Harrison going to go out the inside towards turn 12? I think he is. And he's going to get the job done. Cookie gets slightly better traction out the corner as Harrison had to brake a little bit later. Coming in towards the horseshoe. They're still side by side. Slight contact, but it's all good. As they come through turn 13, they're still side by side. But I think Harrison might have got the job done. He has. And look at Murder Mass trying to go for the inside as well of Cookie Chip. And there is Sufyan as well. I said Sufyan's going to be quick. He has lit up those medium tyres. And he is pushing hard as they make their way down towards turn 1, ladies and gents. No DRS for 2 laps, of course, after a safety car restart. There goes Murder Mass at the inside. And Sufyan's going as well. I think Cookie Chip's about to get mugged here. He is. He's just dropped possibly 2 positions. Yeah, he has. And Jason is all over the back of Cookie Chip like a bad rash as they come through turn 2. Oh, it's all happening here, ladies and gentlemen. It's so close. The action, breakneck speed, carrying as much speed as they can for the corners. Johnny is still your race leader. Hasn't pitted yet. Harrison P2. Dizzy. No, Murder Mass in P3, Sufjan P4, Cookie Chip 5. And we've got Jason and Sinful Chris right behind us. They come through turn 6, turn 7 chicane. Oh, they're so close. And there's Dizzy right behind them. And Bingley in P9. They're all going to be watching out for Bingley now. We know how quick he can be. He's going to go to the end on those tyres, one would think. Fireblaze in P10 just behind him as well. And Barbie 11. Base in P12. Matt and waving off just a little bit off the pack. Oh, look at this coming into the corner. Harrison has taken the lead, but look at this. Wow! We've got Sufjan up to P3. Oh! Murder Mass trying to fight that one on the inside. I think he's might have just yielded the position actually. I think he has. Yeah. I think he just nudged Sufjan in his yielded position, which is a bit of quality driving. And look at this 3-way dance. Cookie Chip, Massey, and Bingley down towards turn 1. What on earth is going to happen here? Bingley going for a double overtake at the inside of turn 1. Has he made it stick? Oh, there's contact. There's contact between Bingley and I think Cookie Chip. I'm not totally sure. But they're going into turn 2. Oh my good days. It's all happening here. Fireblaze with a double overtake up to P7. Wow. It is all happening here, ladies and gentlemen, as they come up the hill towards turn 4. Wow. Absolutely breakneck racing. Great to see as well. Great to see. Wow. And Sufjan has got past Ajani. Ajani's tyres are starting to hurt a little bit. And Sufjan is now up to P2, but I think he's going to have to make another pit stop there before his race is done. And then we've got, but look at this, we've got Murder Mass, we've got Sinful Chris, Jason, all in almost nose to stern here as they come down towards turn 12, through the turn 12 hairpin with a 90-degree right-hander in towards the horseshoe. We've got just behind these guys as well, Dizzy and Cookie Chip scrapping. Oh! Johnny got all out of shape. Is he pitting? Is he pitting? No, he's staying out, but he got out of shape there, coming out of the horseshoe, and that's going to allow Murder to get the run on him. And here comes Sinful Chris. And Sinful Chris does get the position. Oh my good days, look at this. And Fireblaze trying to get the inside of his teammate. I think Johnny might just let him go through here. He is on a different strategy. But yeah, he has. He's got the move done. Fireblaze then moves himself up into P6. Behind those guys, Waving Off has got past a base into turn 1. In fact, we've got yellows in sector 1. Maybe one of the Williams, might be the base, slightly out of shape. Bingley is in the pits. He's dropping those those hard tyres onto the mediums. He's going to go to the end of the race. That's a strategy call there, I think, from Bingers. But it is all happening here, ladies and gents. I'm trying to keep up with all the action, but it's so tight. I'm going to stay in this main battle for the final podium slot at the moment. Sufjan, of course, is carrying that time penalty, so at the moment it's looking good for Harrison because Sufjan's probably going to have to pit again. But P3 is Murder Mass, followed by Sinful Chris, Jason, Fireblaze, and then Ajani and Dizzy making up the end of this little DRS train. Cookie Chip, oh hello, movement there, and that is Dizzy getting past Ajani for P6. I wonder whether Ajani might decide to come into the pits now. He is just losing so much time. Let's have a little look. Yeah, he's coming into the pits. He's going to bail out. Also drop those medium tyres. He's going to go onto the hard compound tyre. I do believe he should have pitted under the safety car. I really do. Same with Cookie Chip as well. But you never know. It could work out. And there goes Sinful Chris on Murder Mass. They're side by side coming out of turn 1. Who has got the better traction down towards turn 2? And I think, so yeah, Sinful Chris, that's good driving. Places that car beautifully. Gets the overtake done and seals the deal just by allowing his car to just drift out to the right a little bit to stop any chance of Murder Mass switching back through turn 2. And there's Jason, followed very closely by Fireblaze there, P5 and P6 as they come through turn 5, the curb of doom. Ajani onto the hard compound tyres there as expected. Bingley obviously feels he can do those 20 laps on these tyres. We'll have to wait and see. Sufjan, though, is all over the back of ART. Harrison, a base picks up a 3-second time penalty. Sufjan is, these tyres are still working very well for him as they come down the hill towards turn 12. Then, of course, we've got the 5-car DRS train behind these. But we're going to stay with this particular battle. I want to just jump on board with Suff to see if we can get a move done. Cookie Chip there with a 3-second time penalty. Jamie Rose, thanks for the raid, dude. I hope you're doing extremely well. Rose, my goat. How you doing, brother? Great to see you, mate. Hope you had a great stream. Thank you so much, dude. Here comes Seth on Harrison. He's got a lot of overspeed with the OP DRS, but Harrison's going to try and fight us on the outside. Who's got the better traction coming out of turn 1? They are still side by side, but I think Harrison may just have the edge here. Got slightly better traction, but Seth's going to try and go late on the brakes towards turn 2. They're still side by side. Oh, absolutely side by side. I think Seth's got the move done. He has. Harrison has to yield. Great passage of racing there, guys. And Seth takes the lead from Harrison, but Harrison is not giving us enough. He's right behind him. It's Bingley says the fastest lap of the race, the 1:17.849. He is on the pace. He has got an awful lot of work to do if he's going to get some big points out of this. He needs another one. Tier 5 tonight. Okay, man. Hope you got good numbers tonight, dude. But great to see you, Jamie. Great to see you. VSC, what's happened? What's happened? Is that a base? A base has had a problem. We've got a VSC, ladies and gents. We have a VSC. Now, is this the time for Cookie Chip and DeBarbie to come in as quickly as they can and drop those tyres whilst we're still under the VSC? Will it stay up in time? Because this will be a cheap pit stop if they can. Now would be the ideal time. All the cars have to basically mind their delta times. They can't exceed. They can't arrive. Well, they have an earliest arrival time at certain parts of the track, and if they get there too early, it's a drive-through penalty. But no, we're back racing. Cookie did not pit, but Sufyan did. DeBarbie stayed out as well. Suffer's dropping those tyres. Here comes Jason on Murder Mass coming in towards turn 1. Murder Mass will look for a switchback move here, I think, and there it is, the switchback move, but Jason's got good traction out the corner as well, and Jason looks like he can control it here, because Jason does run no assist, taking a very defensive line though into turn 2. But completely closing the door there on Murder Mass. No way through there for Murder. And just behind these guys, we've got his brother Dizzy all over the back of Fireblaze coming through turn 4. Hey Stacey, how you doing? Good to see you. Wavy Knife in the pits. A base in the pits as well. Johnny back out on the hard tyres down in P12 at the moment, but his race will come to him a little bit later on. Sufyan also, watch out for Suf, he's going to be pretty lively on those new medium tyres. He was very, very quick on his previous run. Has decided to go for a strategic call and pit again, so he's on the quickest probably available tyre. AJ there just backing out of the session, that's no problem, because he did DNF a few laps ago. So, Harrison 2.7 seconds in front of Sinful Chris. Jason there in P3, but Jason's now ahead of this little DRS train. Is Murder Mass going to come back at him as they come onto the start-finish straight? We're at half race distance. He is probably a little bit too far ahead to get a move this time around. And he is indeed. So we'll just flick back from the pack to Barbie on Cookie Chip. Not quite close enough. Ajani, though, should be close enough to make a move on K77 Matt. Of course, oh, Matt's almost dropped it. In fact, Ajani stopped Matt from losing it. Matt was actually dropping the rear end. He was going to drop it completely. And Ajani gave him a little love tap and said, "That's okay, mate. That's okay. It's all good." Here he comes. I think Matt's just letting him through there. It's almost like a thank you. There's almost like a thank you there. Wow. Okay, so he's up to P11. Still got a lot of work to do. We'll flick it back onto the broadcast cam whilst these guys are going around. Harrison just holding station 2.5, 2.6 seconds ahead of Sinful Chris. Yeah, absolutely, Stacey. Some great racing. How did your race go tonight, by the way? How did you and Cog get on in the wet? I must admit, Stacey, you did make me choke on my cup of tea when I was in the party earlier on. I know you were talking about a wet race, but you said I love it wet, and I did. That made me, yeah. Need I say any more? Okay, here comes Murder on Fireblaze. He's going to pull out. Which way is he going to go? Left or right? Pulls out to the right-hand side. DRS wide open, and that is a pretty straightforward overtake and takes a good line into turn 1. No chance for a switchback move there. That's a textbook overtake there for Dizzy. Sorry, it was Dizzy, my bad. And gets the job done, moves himself up at a P5. And there's a lot of racing to be had here. Lap 19 out of 35. This race is not a done deal, not by any stretch of imagination. This is anyone's race at the moment. Wavy Knife has just got past K77 Matt for P12. So a quick flick through to Barbie, Cookie Chip. Okay, they're holding station. DeBarbie didn't pit. I'm really surprised these two have not pitted. It's kind of ruined their strat a little bit. And, I mean, maybe they're trying to stretch out and go onto the softs, because we're over the half-race distance now, so I don't know. If they can stretch the tyres out, I mean, 57% DeBarbie's medium tyres. Let's have a look at Cookie Chips. 55. Okay, if they can eke out another 3 laps, one stop on softs becomes viable. But I don't know. It's going to be tough. Let's have a look at this 3-way dance here. 4-way dance. Jason leading the pack. But there come the 2 brothers of destruction, led by Murder Mass, then Dizzy and Fire Blaze. So we're going to see some overtaking here. Let's just jump on board with Murder Mass. It's not quite close enough, though, I don't think. Jason's desperately trying to get within DRS range to get a little bit of extra straight line speed there of Sinful Chris. So he's doing a good job at the moment defending, considering he doesn't have any DRS, drag reduction system, to work with. Yeah, so I think Nigel looking at lap 22 possibly then. I think that's what Cookie Chip and DeBarbie are looking for. They're looking to stretch this stint out and go onto the medium-soft one-stop strat. It'd be interesting to see if they can make it work. A safety car, though, would really help them. Okay. Weather conditions set fair, a little bit of cloud in the sky, but as you can see, I don't think there's any real danger of rain as it stands at the moment. The weather, it looks like it's set pretty good. Dizzy Murder just getting a little wobble of oversteer there on the exit turn 9 and turn 10. But yeah, all good so far. They did, mate, yes, because I covered Tier 3 on Tuesday. It's whether they can hold on to the tyres at the end. That's the question. Gap up front, still staying around about 2.6 seconds. Again, the key thing though is, can Fireblaze and Sinful Chris hang on to those medium tyres? They've got an awful long way to go. The tyres are going to be pretty dead at the end, to be fair. Okay, let's flip back onto broadcast cams, get a bit of a different perspective. There is your race leader, ART Harrison, coming into turn 2. Sinful Chris there, just behind him, 2.5 seconds down the road. Just eked out a couple tenths actually on that last lap. Jason, yeah, has dropped back to 1.6 seconds behind Sinful Chris. So Sinful Chris has had a good last sort of lap or two. He's found a little bit of pace there, but Jason, as I mentioned before, is doing a good job of holding off the other guys as they feed through turn 5. You've got the 2 Ferraris. I wonder if we might see a bit of Moldy 21, a little call in the Ferrari radio to swap those 2 cars around possibly, so Dizzy can try and have a go at Jason. That's possible. You have to wait and see. Okay, flick through the cars, giving them some airtime. There's currently a base there just starting his lap 21, coming towards turn 1, currently in P14. K77 Matt, about 12 seconds up the road there in P13. We've got Wavy Knife there in P12. Ajani, who has made his pit stop on the hard tyres now, P11. Bingley, an unusual situation for Bingley to be in, down in P10, but look at the time he has eked out. He has really caught these guys. The question is, can he keep hold of those tyres at the end of the race? Sufyan looking very, very racy. DeBarbie and Cookie Chip are both in, so they'll be going to the soft compound tyres. They'll be quick. But DeBarbie's picked up a 5-sec penalty. He's speeding in the pit lane. That is disaster for DeBarbie. That has really just knackered his race. Oh, that's unfortunate for him. But they're going to be still, either way, they're still going to be very, very rapid for the final third of this race. As Johnny goes through there, as those 2 just come out of the pit lane now. Just look at the mini-map. In fact, I think DeBarbie is just ahead of Wavy Knife. Yeah, he's cleared Wavy. That was important, actually. He needed to make sure he was clear of him. And he is. And he's back up and running now. Jason has, I've just noticed this actually, Jason's just picked up the pace actually. He's back within DRS range of Sinful Chris. Sinful Chris just lost, well, I reckon about 0.6 of a second there on Harrison. I don't know whether he made a slight mistake somewhere on track. But Jason is, Jason of course is dragging the 2 Massey brothers and Fireblaze along as well. They've all got DRS toes off him. So Sinful Chris now coming under a little bit of pressure. Just to see how he can go. Of course, the hard tyres are now starting to take over as the de facto tyre. Forget, obviously, notwithstanding the fact we've got 2 guys on the soft, or brand new softs, but looks like the hard tyre is the tyre to be on now. The mediums are starting to just lose their edge a little bit. Have a look at Sinful's mediums. Oh, he's not got his telemetry on. That's unfortunate. It'd been good to get those stats. Yeah, you drove really well, Nigel, on on Tuesday. Some really good defence. And that's what we gave you the drive of the day. It was clean and you had solid defence, mate. I think deserved and you deserved a bit. I think a better position than you actually got, mate. I think was it P5 in the end or something like that. But I think I had you down. I thought you deserved a podium. I think, in my opinion. Oh, but look at Jason now. He's almost pushing Sinful Chris through corners as they come for the kink of turn 9. Jason is really looking racy. And as I mentioned before, he is dragging the other cars with him. But when is Jason going to make the move? He just needs to be a bit patient here and just go for the move, I think, on the start-finish straight, because it will be a slam-dunk overtake. Of course, the two Ferraris behind him are both also on the same strat, running hard tyres to the end of the race as they come through the horseshoe. Just noticed a little bit of oversteer there from Jason at turn 11. In fact, he's pitting! Has he got damage? I've got to stay on him. I want to see... This is an interesting call from Jason. That's a very interesting call. What's he doing? Is he putting the softs on? Is that a new front wing? No, it's just a straight strategy call. Softs going on to Jason's car. He is now going to push. He's going to have to make up 23 seconds in 11 laps. He needs to be 2 seconds a lap quicker than the two Ferraris if he's going to get that position back. It's possible. The Barbie sets the fastest lap of the race, not surprisingly, on those soft compound tyres of 1:17.550. But here come the two Ferraris now, putting as much pressure on Sinful Chris as they can. I don't know what Sinful Chris is going to do, whether he can try and somehow take those mediums to the end. I just don't think they're going to go. They're going to be, well, they'd be dead. I wonder if he now might make a pit stop, try and cover off Jason, possibly. Interesting to see how this all pans out. We've got Cookie Chip there and Barbie now. They're going to be trading fastest laps, as will now no doubt Jason be. The interesting thing is now, how quickly can Jason catch Bingley? Bingley has made solid ground since, of course, he did a tactical decision to come in early for a second stop and put the mediums on. Harrison's in the pits. He thinks those hard tyres are not going to work. Interesting. So Harrison comes in. Sinful Chris stays out. He's going for track position. I think that would have been a perfect time for Sinful Chris to come in to follow Harrison in. But look at the overspeed there. Look at the overspeed. Is he close enough? Not quite. It looks like Harrison's pitted to try and cover off, just make sure he covers off Jason. But he's going to be out on track, very close to Bingley. Can he get out in front of Bingley? No, Bingley clears it. And Jason's going to be so close. Cookie Chip, the 1:17.373. Fastest lap of the race. But Harrison does come out about 1.6 seconds ahead of Jason. It's now starting to cook out nicely, ladies and gentlemen. Look at the top three, though. Wow, it's all happening here. The question is now, their eyes are going to be on the cars behind because they're starting to catch them. Jakey G says Jason was losing grip on the hards. Okay, that just surprises me. I mean, it's possible. I've just noticed also it is a lot more cloudy than it was a couple of laps ago. Laps ago. I just wonder if track temperatures just starting to drop a little bit, and that's why the hards are just starting to lose a little bit of grip. Possibly. We'll have to wait and see. But watch out for Harrison. He's right on the back of Bingley. I'm just going to stay in this battle for the minute, then I'll flick back on because we've got a three-way dance here for the leader. Are any of these cars going to pit, or are they quite happy with their tyres? Well, surely Sinful Chris is going to pit, but maybe he's going to try and go to the end. Let's jump on board with Murder Mass. Are we going to see a switch over to Team Ferrari? Nope, it's as you were. Fireblaze coming into the pit, so he's dropping those medium tyres. Going to go for a set of softs. Right, here comes Harrison on Bingley. Straightforward overtake there, Harrison. He'd have enjoyed that one. He's up to P5. Nothing Bingley can do. A base of the 3-sec time penalty. Cookie Chip has just cleared the Barbie, I think. Yeah, he has. Cookie Chip. Oh, no, sorry. No, my bad. They're just holding station. And Jason's getting very, very close to the back of Bingley. This is playing nicely into Jason's hands. Jason could be an outside bet here for a win. Certainly, he's looking quite possible for a podium here as he rolls out of turn 4 in towards turn 5. Because Jason does run no assists on the pad. Man, that takes some doing. It really, really does. Bingley defending hard, though. But I think it's a battle he's just not going to win, given the fact that he's on 12-lap-old medium compound tyres. A quick look at the top three. Oh, look at the top three so close again, but Jason's almost pushing fingers through corners here as they come out of turn 11. Is he going to try and send up the inside to turn 12? Possibly. No, not quite. Let's go back on the leaders. Here we go. Sufjan's in the pits. Oh, sorry, Sinful Chris, sorry, my bad. In the pits. Dropping those tyres. New set of softs going on there. Are we going to see a Ferrari switcheroo here? Of course, Murder does have the DRS, so no. Let's have a look at Bingley. Waving off with a 3-second time penalty. Jason's got he's cleared Bingley already. He cleared him before the DRS zone. So Jason is on his way. Bingley down to P6. And he's going to have to watch out because Cookie Chip is not far behind, as is DeBarbie. This is really starting to shape up now. Sufjan currently sat in P3 at the moment, but he is going to come under extreme pressure from Harrison, I reckon, within about 2 or 3 laps. Waving Knife pits, new set of soft tyres going on his particular car. Let's just flick back onto the broadcast cam. Okay, so what do the top two do? The two Ferraris. Is one of them going to come into the pits? I mean, they might be okay on their tyres. They might feel comfortable, but they're going to have one eye over their shoulders now because the soft runners are catching them hand over fist. I don't think they're going to be able to keep them at bay. Let's have a little look. Both stay out. What about Suff? His tyres should be fine in terms of longevity, but whether he can hold off the soft runners behind him, I don't know, because Harrison is catching him rapidly. There is Harrison. Currently sat in P4. Probably about a net P3, of course, with Dizzy carrying that time penalty. Jason having a solid drive there in P5. Bingley in P6, but Cookie and DeBarbie and Sinful Chris are catching him rapidly, as is Fireblaze. I'm a little bit surprised that Fireblaze opted for the medium compound tyre as opposed to the softs. Slight surprise there, I think. Okay. JD says the top 3 can't pit without losing too much time. Yeah, it's too late now, isn't it? Absolutely. Shreeswood says the softs will fall off after about 9 laps. Yeah, that sounds about right. This is going to be really interesting towards the end of the race. But Harrison now within DRS range of Sufjan. Let's look at gap to leader to give you an idea for those who don't want to add up. There we go. That's the gap to lead. So Harrison's only 4 seconds off the lead on his tyres. Jason is looking pretty good at the moment. He's in P5, but I'd say it'd be net P14. A base has picked up a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. He's had, unfortunately, a bit of a race to forget. Are we going to see a switch over of Team Ferrari? They're going to have to start helping each other out here with the DRS. They're going to try and keep these guys at bay. Harrison is right on the back of Suff. This is going to be a straightforward overtake, a bit of DRS, and thank you very much. That's P3 for Harrison. So Harrison now is like a predatory shark. He can smell the Ferrari blood in the water, ladies and gentlemen. He is now within 3 seconds of the lead. And the question is now, can Sufjan hold off Jason? Not too sure. To be fair, Bingley's doing a really good job defending against Cookie, Chip and DeBarbie. Of course, both those drivers are carrying time penalties. Sinful Chris, he needs to find a way past those guys. He's on considerably fresher soft compound tyres. He should be, in theory, the quickest guy on the track, but he is kind of just stuck in a little bit of traffic at the moment. He really does need to clear them. K77 Matt with a 3-second time penalty. Was stuck without a setup, with just a default setup, so fair play from just for continuing. Okay, but I think this is almost a foregone conclusion. Harrison, unless there's an incident, Harrison's going to take this win. I just cannot see either of the two Ferraris holding them up. His tyres are in optimal condition. They really are. Sinful Chris, he needs to find a way past these two cars in front. His race is being wrecked now. Okay, 3-way dance for the lead. Here we go. Here comes Harrison. The two Ferraris, though, working together, I think, trying to position their cars nicely. Harrison looking for a way through. Mud trying to get the inside. He's got much better traction out the corner. I think this could be it. I don't think he can Murder fight this. And Murder trying goes late on the brakes in turn 2. Ooh, a little bit of contact, but he has managed to get the job done. He's split the two Ferraris. And also Sinful Chris has cleared DeBarbie as well. He now needs to get hold of Cookie Chip and get past Cookie Chip. Sinful Chris, still an outside possibility for a podium here, considering cars ahead of him are carrying penalties. Johnny in the pits. A new set of softs going on his car. I think he's going for the fastest lap, I reckon. Try and get that bonus point. Jason need to work together, and Harrison need to work together. Yeah, obviously Harrison's too far ahead of Jason. I don't think Harrison gives a monkey's what Jason's doing, quite honestly. I know they're teammates, but Harrison's about 3 cars up the road. Okay, let's have a quick little look. Cookie chip, the 3-second time penalty. Let's just see. No, I thought. Do you know? Just for a second, I thought I saw a rain. No, just a little graphic tear. Okay, here we go then. This is Harrison for the... I mean, obviously, Dizzy's got a penalty to add on anyway. And Harrison's just going to go for this up the inside here. Dizzy trying to put the squeeze on, try and force him to go as far right as possible. But I think Harrison, just the extra traction, extra grip on those tyres. There's no way Dizzy can defend against that. Sinful Chris has got past Cookie Chips, and now next on his target list is Bingley. And in fact, Fireblaze has got past the Barbie as well, and Fireblaze back up to the top 10. Fastest lap so far is Harrison with the 1:16.795. And keep an eye on Johnny, AJ6503, to see if he can take that fastest lap. But look at this, the Barbie's trying to fight back against Fireblaze. He really is trying to fight back as they come up to the hill towards turn 4. He's going to have to yield though. Fireblaze does have the line going into turn 4 and seals the deal and keeps that P9. But here we go. Now the race lead's looking very, very interesting now because Harrison leads Dizzy by 1.2 seconds out of DRS range, but Jason is the other car that's really on the attack now. He's looking very, very good to for a podium. That's all right, Nige. No problem, mate. No problem at all, dude. Gonna jump on board of Jason's car. Of course, I was going to say, I thought it was Bingley's Williams. Like, Christ, Bingley caught them quick. No, it's the basis Williams. He is a lap down. But he is looking to try and unlap himself. Right, so look at Jason then. Well, Suff does have the DRS and neatly gets out of the toe as such. Jason going for a switchback move at the inside. Has he got the grip in those tyres? Suff's going to fight it. As they come in towards turn 2. Jason oh, look how late Jason goes into the brakes, but he goes too deep into the corner, and he has to yield that one. Yeah, you're going to have to yield that one, dude. Oh, and a base, trying to unlap. In fact, yeah, it is a base. I'll keep on, Bingley had a snap of oversteer there, coming out of turn 3. There we go. I said keep an eye on Johnny. He's just set the fastest lap of the race of 1:16.706. Can't see anyone beating that apart from himself. Streambrick's beautiful in 1440-bit. Yes, as do I. Thanks, Nige. Yes, I believe. Let me just double check. I think Jason might have end plate damage. Yeah, I'm just looking at telemetry. It's a light green, mate. To Bobby with a 3-sec penalty. Does that change colour? Look at that front left end plate. It looks slightly greener. A lighter green than the other one. So now some very, very slight damage. Lap 33 out of 35, ladies and gents. We've got a couple or so laps to go, plus the lap that they're on now. So 2 3/4 laps to go. It's got pretty cloudy here. I must admit, Jason got out of shape there out of turn 2. Almost lost the back end. Had to just correct the oversteer as they come up the hill towards turn 4. Fireblaze, he has got past Cookie Chip for P8. It's a pretty impressive drive so far from Fireblaze. But let's go back onto Jason. This battle here, this 4-way dance. Of course, Dizzy is the head of this battle, but the problem Dizzy has got, he's carrying a penalty. And I think it's 5 seconds. Let's have a quick little look in a minute. It's a 3-second penalty. So at the moment, Dizzy is just on the cusp of holding on to P3. Jason is desperate to try and find a way past these guys. Sinful Chris is catching these guys hand over fist as well. He may join the party on the final lap, ladies and gentlemen. He's cleared Bingley. Jason needs a good exit. Jason does get an exit. Oh, now even though Suff's got the DRS, Jason may this time be able to get the job done. He's going to try and go in late on the brakes as he can in towards turn 1. He does go late. Suffian, though, positions his car very, very nicely through the apex of turn 1. They're side by side coming down to turn 2. Oh, Jason, be careful, dude. I think you're going to have to yield that one. You kind of forced Suffian there, and he does yield it. Is that a lap car? Yeah, it's a lap car. I was like, who the hell's that? What track is next week? I honestly don't know, JD. I don't know, mate. I'm not sure. Have a look at the server, mate. Cookie chip with a 3-second tyre penalty. Excuse me. Lap 34. Portugal. There we go. We're at. Is it Estoril? No, it's not Estoril anymore, is it? Wherever that track's called. Portimao. That's the one. I'm just a little bit thinking maybe should Jason have yielded that back to Sufyan? What do you think? Yellow's in sector 3. Oh, hello. That's a base letting cars through. Do you think, guys, that Jason should have yielded that position back? He did tag Sufyan. It's on stream. As it stands, though, he's chasing down Murder Mass, and Murder Mass already taking defensive line down the start-finish straight. We're on the last lap, ladies and gents. Harrison looks like he's got this one in the bag. 3 seconds up the road. Jason, though, gets pretty good traction out the corner, but Murder Mass is placing that car beautifully as they come in towards turn number 2. No worries, JD. We've seen that. Fireblaze looking to try and take out Bingley. That'd be a noticeable scalp on his debut if he can clear Bingley. Damage limitation there for Bingers. Can he hold on to P7? Still some decent points there if he can hold on to P7. But at the moment, Harrison looks like he's going to be handily extending his advantage at the top of the championship. Jason, though, is pushing Murder Mass as hard as he can through the corners. I'm just going to stay with this one and see if Jason gets a run down to turn 12. We'll come off turn 10 through turn 11. Can he get a run down to turn 12? This is where he's going to overtake him. So I need to jump on board the race leader. But Murder's placed his car beautifully. But let's just jump on board, though, with AERT Harrison. He is going to take a deserved victory. He's absolutely nailed the strat call. Comes around turn 14 for the final time. He can see the checker flag. 25 big points and takes the victory. Great drive there. This is going to come on P2. He's going to drop out of the podium. He does. He drops down to P4. Will Suff catch him? No, not quite. There's Sinful Chris is going to come home in P6. Can Bingley hold off Fireblaze? Fireblaze almost pushes him through. It's so close. Bingley jumps Sinful Chris on penalty countback. Here comes Ajani. He'll just feel a bit aggrieved. He feel like the safety car kind of ruined his race a little bit. He's going to come home in P11. That's some decent pace early doors. But Jason does get the final podium, but the stewards will be looking at that clash of wheels, that wheel banging with Sufyan. Should he have yielded that position back? Personally, I think he should have done. But I'm not steward in Division 1. Oh, Bingley and Cookie Chip leaving the session early. That's going to possibly knacker the final results. I have to take a screenshot of this real quick. Just in case it drops Bingley and Cookie Chip with that 20-second thing. You know, sometimes if they DNF. I don't think you got turned in on, Jason. Not from where I was looking, mate. I was on your car. You actually tagged him. The reason why his car went like that is because you tagged his left rear tyre, mate, by the looks of it. I could be wrong. Check the stream back. Okay. Let's give you confirmation then of the result as it stands. I'll just watch the podium. No, Bingley did cross the line nicely. He left the session straight away, though, as the Cookie Chip. Okay. Yeah, Bingley was Bingley is P6 again. You can see it on the timing screen. In fact, let me just get a quick. I can work that out from the timing screen. It's the glitch when you retire from session straight after the race finishes. Got it. I can work on that. But Harrison then takes the win from Murder Mass in P2, Jason in P3, Dizzy in P4, Suff P5. Then I think we think it's Bingley in P6. We have to work this out. Sinful Christian 7, Fireblazing, Fireblazing DeBarbie, Ajani, K77 Matt. It's got Bingley down in P11, but he's not P11. I think Cookie Chip's P8 as well, looking at the timing screen there. Pretty sure Cookie is P8. So we're going to have to work that out. What I would ask everybody is don't leave the session straight away because it does knacker the timing screen. Okay, then we've got Wavy Knife in P13. It's not letting me scroll through. Oh, this game, man. Jesus Christ. But I think we know who finished where because I did take a photograph just before the final screens came up. Let's come on, Jakey G says, good stream as always, Beer. Thank you, mate. Thank you. Appreciate that. Already thoroughly enjoyed that. Looking forward to tomorrow's stream. I'm not actually streaming tomorrow, mate. The next stream for me will be Saturday, which will be the Big Twos. I've been asked to help out as Sato is away on his holidays to the USA. So he's asked me to help out, so I've agreed to cover his TIR World Series races whilst he's on holiday. That's the Big Twos and the Assisties, I think for 2 or 3 weeks. So it'd be nice to sort of get back onto the esports scene, even if it's just temporary. Oh, you know what, Matt? I'm going to give you the drive of the day. Yeah. I'm going to give K77 Matt drive of the day. Drove the whole race with no setup, and the fact that he didn't DNF, which he normally does. So fair play. Okay. All right. Well, that wraps up the race week in TIR for the Hungary race week. Actually, Matt, yeah, I think you should do default sets more often, mate. You finish more races. You've absolutely nailed it, mate. Yeah, as I say, that wraps up the race week here in TIR. We're moving off to Portugal next week, Portimao. It's a difficult track. It's a slippery track. Lots of possibilities of losing back ends. I'm thinking turn 8. Turn 8's the one. Yeah, turn 8's the real tricky one. When you come out of turn 7, the right-hander going up the hill, it's so hot. It's so difficult. It's so easy to lose that back end going up there. But what I love about Portimao is the elevation changes. You sweep down the hill at, I think was it turn 10? I think it is. Beautiful, beautiful. Shrew says we need to see Beer on track. To be honest, mate, as soon as Sato gets back from his holes, mate, I will be returning to Division 4. I've only done like 3 laps of TT on this game on the PC, but I am going to be doing some racing in Division 4 this season. Just a few races towards the back end of the season, just to test my feet, test my little toe, dip my toe in the ocean, just see what happens. Fuck off, Matt. I see you. All right. Okay. I think I'm going to call it. Yeah. I'm pretty tired. I need to go make some food, actually. Excuse me. Work in the morning. What time is it now, anyway? We're looking. Yeah, 5 to 10. Are you doing any inter-league battles this year, Beer? Not as it stands. There are. I'm not going to say too much, but there are a couple of little possibilities that I might be eyeing up. I'm going to be talking to somebody over the weekend. I'm not going to say who. And I also know that Destroyer Drac is going to be talking to somebody as well. Absolutely, JD. I do miss the old when worlds collide league battles. We used to race with ERN and Simam and XRL at one time. We did some racing with XRL. I do miss those. Some old household names in the old Nemesis League beer. What? Are you talking about RF1? To be honest, RF1's completely, it's under completely different management and ownership for when we were there, mate. So I have no problems. I have no problems at all with them. The people that caused me problems are long gone. So yeah, no problem there. In fact, I still have, ladies and gents, in existence the only ever RF1 mug. In fact, do you know what? Give me 2 secs, guys. Right, don't go away. I'm just gonna go off camera for a minute. I'm gonna go and get it and show you it. All right, 2 seconds. Alright. I don't know if you can see it actually if I get up to the camera. There we go. That is the only RF1 cup in existence. I still have it. Fuck off, DJ. There you go. Hang on, I can't get the logo up to the screen so you can see it. Hang on. It's a bit slippery. I don't want to break it because it's like an antique. There you go. That's the old logo. Can you see that? There you go. The only RF1 cup in existence. Jakey G says, how many more mugs do you have buried away in your vault? Fucking hell, you're making me sound like Joseph Fritzl, mate. Jesus. Can we snip an image of the mug and edit Beer's face on it? Yeah, I need to do that actually. Actually, talking of which, I need to get some merch sorted out for TIR. Really, as I'm back now, I need to organise some merch. Beer says, I've got a mug with your face. Have I? Have I? I didn't know that, mate. I did not know that. Let's have a little look at it. Hang on, I can't even see it. Oh, I'm fucking going to do it now, Nige. I'm going to go onto one of your streams, mate, and nick and cut and paste your face off there and stick it on a mug. Yeah, use it on Halloween. Actually, yeah, scare off the kids. Stick it in a farmer's field, mate. Scare off the crows. You know what I mean? I can't see that emote actually. My screen's too small, mate. I'll have to look again. I'll have to look again, mate. All right. I've got all the Division 1 drivers thinking, when is Beer going to stop the stream so I can watch the video on demand, so I can watch the race back? Hey. 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 Be patient, motherfuckers. I'll end the stream when I want to. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe the next day. I'm just kidding. Alright. No, I'm going to go now. Okay. So, great race tonight, guys. Really good race. There was some fantastic fucking battles there tonight. That was a real pleasure to call that one for you. And I hope you enjoy watching the stream back on video on demand. It'll be available, of course, as soon as I go hit the end stream button. It'll be available straight away. I'll be streaming on Saturday night, the Big Twos. Yes, I'm back doing the Big Twos. I think it's Kota. Not sure. I've not looked at the calendar, to be honest with you. I think it might be Kota. And then on Monday, it will be the Assist Twos. For no, I think we've got one, mate. I think Sato has got one. He's pinging them over to me before Saturday's race before he flies out. But yeah, I think I'm doing the Assist Twos on Monday, and then I'll be doing, well, as I say, almost every night. I'll be doing Division 3 on Tuesday, Division 2 on Wednesday, Division 1 on Thursday, and then the following Saturday straight into the Big 2 cycle. So I'll be doing a lot of streaming, actually, over the next couple of weeks, which is pretty cool. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. It'd be nice to sort of do some esports streams. Also, just catch up with a few faces I've not obviously seen for a long time. So, yeah, it should be good fun. Got 10 pretty good teams, actually, in both tournaments. So, yeah, it should be good. My solicitor will be in touch, Beer. What are they going to fucking do? Your solicitor touches me, I'll have them done for abuse. GG's everyone, says Jason. Yeah, a good race tonight, mate. Showed some good pace tonight. That strategy call of coming in with Harrison to put those soft tyres on, that really worked for you guys. It did work. I want to do some like streaming, you know, like games, like my own gaming stream, and I've not done anything for such a long time. I keep on meaning to, but it's finding the time to do it. Do you know what I mean, ladies and gents? It's just no. PUBG stream, yeah, there you go. The thing is, at the moment, I'd have to like reconnect because my Xbox is in a completely different room to my PC, and I'd have to. I've had to saying that I do have about a 5 meter HDMI 2 cable, which I could probably fucking hot tub screen. Yeah, I've got better tits than Armorath. You know what I mean? It's true.
All the pies. Who's ate all the pies? You fat bastard, you fat bastard, you ate all the pies.
Thanks, JD. I'm going to take that sound alert off now because I'm not fat anymore. K37 Matt says, golf with your friends stream. It's a bit difficult for you, Matt, because you haven't got any friends. It's just golf. You know what I mean? Sorry, dude. You just kind of walk straight into that. What's that other Battle Royale one? Is it... Oh, fucking hell. Fall Guys? Is it? That could be a lot of fun. Like doing a Fall Guys Battle Royale stream. That would be a lot of fun. Yeah, Forza Motorsports is coming out soon. I'm really hoping it's not too arcadey and not full of crazy microtransactions, as it seems to be. Drac is in the chat, says that TIR boys finished P2, P3 and P4 in BBC 3. That's great news, man. That's great news. So I do believe that Gropfler's gone AWOL, from what I see. Yeah, actually, some racing as just different from F1 would probably go down quite well, actually. I'm presuming, Lou, that's going to be available for Game Pass users from day one. Is it going to be a day one, as it's obviously Microsoft Studios? I'm presuming that we're going to have that on Game Pass from day one, Forza Motorsport. Correct. Yes, that's great news. That's great news. When's it coming out, mate? Do an every parcel delivery stream. Call it racing to deliver. Call it racing to not deliver. No, things like I can't do an every parcel stream with like the GoPros, because all you'll see is like me when I'm delivering a parcel and I'm like supposed to be handing it to the parcel. I'm just looking at the single mum's asses. Like, you give the game away. I got to be really careful where I look. You know what I mean? 10th of October for Forza Motorsports. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's what, it's less than a month, well, about a month or so away. Now, what's the deal with this Starfield? Is this available to play now on Game Pass Ultimate? So I've been hearing a lot of things about it. It's a game I'm seriously thinking about getting into, because I love like Elite Dangerous and stuff like that. So it is on Game Pass. Yeah, I'm not going to put it on Xbox. I'll be playing Starfield on PC. But is it cross-platform? Can you know? I don't know how it works. Blakey says, "Yo, I work for Amazon Deliveries. It's Amazon Deliveries. It's crap. Yeah, Amazon are shit. They pay terribly. If you work for one of the contractors, it's even worse. They just rob you blind. Amazon Flex is crap as well." Nice. So you'll see some fat bloke in his missus' dressing gown at his door for his parcel. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to try that, Matt. I think I did install it on PC. You work for a subcontractor. Yeah, honestly, mate, you're getting don't. How much do you get paid for that? About 130, 140 quid. They actually the contractors rob you blind, mate. You end up doing a lot of drops, 198 drops a day. So and also your routes are quite big as well. So that is really, yeah. You want to get away from working as a sub. Believe me, it's not the way to go. I take it you have to pay for your van as well, or do you use your own van? 140 a day, yeah. They normally rob you blind as well for the van rental. I know they cover your fuel. I mean, I'm completely the sole trader. I use my own van. I've got a VW Transporter, and I pay my own fuel, but the rates are really good. Yeah, they supply the van, but they. How much do you get? If you don't mind me asking, say if you do 200 drops. Or 200 parcels, I should say. Not drops, but parcels. How much do you get paid for that? If you don't mind me asking. I'm just curious. Because when I last looked at it, they just robbed you blind. 140 for 200. See, that's terrible. For 200, I earn about 230. For 200 parcels. That's a hell of a difference. That's a hell of a difference. But 140 quid a day, if you do that 6 days a week, that's a decent wage. It's still, yeah, 800 quid a week. So, and I tell you what, couriering, as you know, my friend, is a thankless task sometimes. You get a lot of shit. You're the guy. You're the guy at the M. You know, the M mile. DPD, no, don't do DPD, mate. Do not do DPD. They will oh, mate, they're terrible. I've had so many horror stories about DPD because it's a franchise. It's a franchise model, and basically, say for example, you want to take a day off or you're sick, you have to pay them for the day off because you're still charged for the franchise whether you work or not. It's not good, mate. Nigel in the chat says his local every courier delivers a VW Polo. Yeah. Well, the thing is, I mean, Hermes, as it was before, and ParcelNet before that, it was a lifestyle thing where it was quite popular with like retirees or like, you know, moms, the kids at school. They could go and do a quick round whilst the kids are at school, you know, in their little car, you know, do 50 or 60 parcels or something in a couple of hours and a little bit of side money. But the whole business model has changed so much. I mean, yeah, you still get people in the small cars, mate, and they're driving illegally. I hear stories of people getting pulled up. And it's not just that, they don't have the right insurance either. To be a courier, you have got to have hire and reward insurance, which is expensive. And a lot of, like particularly Every or Hermes couriers as they were, they don't have the right insurance. And they're every time they're out delivering parcels, mate, they are risking so much. They are risking so much. It's really not a good move. What they call hang on a second. That's okay. But yeah, I enjoyed doing it. I've actually I've applied for my private hire license as well, so I can do Uber taxis, because that is very, very lucrative, like £20-30 plus an hour. And my vehicle's new enough where I can do it. It just means it's got to be kept like really clean. Like every day, I'll need to clean the interior, because obviously it needs to be in pristine condition for passengers. And it costs about for the private hire license for the vehicle, and then I have to get a separate private hire license for me as the driver. And then there's a couple of fees. You have to pay for your medical, obviously. Have to pay for your DBS check, and also to pass a knowledge test, which is ridiculous. Because, I mean, come on, guys. 20 years ago, yeah, if you were a taxi driver and someone jumped in your cab, you had to know the local area. But now you've got fucking GPS. You don't need to know anywhere. So I don't know how you've got to do a knowledge test, but there you go. But all in, it's going to cost me about 600 quid. But I'll make that back probably within about a week. So it's worth doing. Nice, funny story from you. Nah, you don't know the meaning of the word funny. Sorry, Nice. Funny story. I once had a guy turn up in a mini convertible to collect a kitchen table and chairs. He travelled 60 miles. Oh my God. That's ridiculous. And of course, he couldn't take it. Wow, that's crazy. That is crazy, mate. It's mad. He did. How the hell did he get a kitchen table in a Mini? In pieces. Jeez. Yeah, I know what you're saying, Blakey. Yeah, that it happens, man. It happens because you're the guy who does the final mile bit. Anything goes wrong with the parcel, you're to blame. Doesn't matter. I mean, doesn't matter for the fact that half the parcels you get are all smashed up to start with. I mean, what I do quite simply, if I've got a parcel that looks damaged when I actually go into the sub depot in the morning, I refuse to take it. I just hand it back. Say, fuck off, I'm not taking it. Because why should I get it in the neck? And I've got a lot of like regular customers that I deliver to every day, same people, and I look after them. I was supposed to end this stream like 20 minutes ago. I'm still here rabbiting. What's going on? I'm definitely calling it a day. Guys, I'm off. Thank you so much for watching tonight. I hope you enjoyed the race. It was a classic. And I'll see you guys on Saturday. 8 o'clock, I believe. So until then, from me, the Racing Guru, have a fantastic evening. Take care. Godspeed.